Hello and welcome everybody. Hope you're all having a good day so far. I'm not doing too bad myself. I'm actually feeling better than I have been in a while. My sinuses are starting to clear up. I'm not getting as phlegmy as I was, so at least you can understand me now, I hope. Today's a big day for me because I start my yearly tradition of playing World Circuit. I started this when I first started streaming because it was during the dark times of COVID, and there's three events every year that I look forward to: the Kentucky Derby, the Indianapolis 500, and the Monaco Grand Prix. And that first year of streaming, the Kentucky Derby and the Indianapolis 500 got postponed, and the Monaco Grand Prix got straight out canceled. So, at the end of May that year, when I started in March, I was like, you know what? If there's not going to be a Grand Prix this year, I'll do my own. And going with the retro games I love, I happen to remember I had World Circuit. I've had all for years and years and years. It was on the first computer I ever had. It's like, you know what? I'll do that for stream. And the next year came, I was like, well, let me take it back a little bit. I did the Monaco Grand Prix and that, the whole thing. And the next year I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do the entire season. And then I found websites to, I'd have to look it up. I'll have it up on a Thursday stream, but sites that update the, team lists to allow you, programs that allow you to edit the game. I will have the, like I said, I'll have those up Thursday because I didn't have to think to have them ready to put up today. But then I started doing the seasonal thing, or yearly thing, do the modern teams. Sometimes randomize the track layouts, because all you have to do is just rename the tracks and the DOS files, and you can do whatever track order you like. There's really not too many complete new tracks that have been modded, but I did try the Bahrain one, which was pretty good. It was the only one I found that was actually complete. But this year I'm just going to stick with the 1991 season as is. Do a 2025 driver lineup before the Miami Grand Prix, because Alpine has messed me over by changing drivers after the race, supposedly. I've not found it on the F1 website yet, but I've found it on other sites where they decided to switch to in Colapinto, but I'm not doing that on my teams because I already started this. And since there's only so many teams, I gotta have a minimum amount of teams to have the game work properly. I added a few classic teams, which we'll discuss them when we get started up here. In fact, let me just go ahead and get started now. Hopefully this pops up immediately. There we go. I'll let the intro play through. I'm so mad that it took me all these years to realize what this song is. I'm not going to go into it right now, but yeah, for being a early 1990s game, this still holds up. Yeah, this was before the days of 3D accelerator cards, so this is all hardware based. I don't know why I'm yawning so much already, but I'm gonna have to restart everything because my controller was off. Give me a moment. There we go. Yeah, otherwise, it wasn't going to recognize any of my inputs. recalibrate my joystick. There we go. Should be nice and centered now. Go to the main menu. Go to driver and team selection. We'll go through everybody. Got Ferrari. And I will admit, okay, I don't know why it's not synced properly here, but there we go. But yeah, the original game had portraits of the helmets of the drivers. But I've imported for the modern drivers, I've imported the actual pictures, which was a pain in the butt to do, if I'm going to be honest. So we got Leclerc and Hamilton and Red Bull, and Ferrari. Got Red Bull. I went ahead and did the swap of Tsunoda and Lawson, because it had already happened by the time I got things set up. Got Mercedes with... I couldn't find a good picture of Kimi Antonelli, so I went ahead and just used the Italian flag. Got Russell and Antonelli there. Alpine, thank you very much, gentlemen. Got Gasly and Doohan. I'm still keeping Doohan for this season because I'd already started before they changed it. Racing Bulls. Couldn't find a good picture of Hadjar either, so I got at least Lawson and Hadjar here. McLaren. Piastri Norris. You'll notice the numbers are off. That's because you can only go up to 40 in this game, because this was a time in F1 where numbers were kind of weird, and also just the limitations of a DOS game. Now here's the team for me. Me and Hiker Nonsense. Longtime follower and backer of the channel. So I've been keeping him on my team. Aston Martin, got Alonso and Stroll. Haas, we got Ocon and Behrman. Hopefully he's better here than he is on F124. Sauber, we got Bortoleto and Hulkenberg. We got Williams, Albon and Sainz. Now we got the 4 classic teams. ATS, a team from the old days. I mainly picked the team because of Slim Borgood and Hansire. Slim Borgood, well, for him, racing was a side gig pretty much. He was more of a session drummer in Sweden, known mostly for a band that was pre-ABBA, and also on his car he had the ABBA logo. I don't know if the band paid for that. I don't think they did pay for it, but he gave him free advertising. And Hans Heyer is kind of infamous. I believe it's the 1977 German Grand Prix. He failed to qualify, but race started, he was in the pits, and he decided to go ahead and go out on the field anyway. He got 9 laps in, his gearbox failed, went into the pits to retire, and that's when they realized, wait a minute, he wasn't even supposed to be out there in the first place, so he's the only driver so far in history to fail to qualify, did not start, not finish, and disqualified all in the same race. That's the main reason I put him in here. Jordan, because when I was first setting things up, Eddie Jordan had recently passed. He was an Irish-based team, and wonderful driver on his own right. So I picked 2 drivers of his that were good drivers of the day, Rubens Barrichello and Eddie Irvine. Alfa Romeo, because I needed to have Mario Andretti in here somehow. And Bruno Giacomelli is who he had in his 1980 campaign, I believe, as his second driver. And of course I have Cadillac, because I'm going to go ahead and throw them on the list. And I just picked a couple of drivers from Andretti Global, so... And also, this year I didn't actually, since I found out that before they start making their engines in 2028, I think it is, or 29, they're going to be using Ferrari engines, so I just went ahead and gave them the proper engine. I even forget what I put for my team now. I think I switched to Cosworth. But yeah, I'm set up. Let me, before we go into the season, let me make sure I got everything set up right. Do not disable the joystick and control menu. I don't know why that keeps changing. Save, replace, race. Yeah, 25% race. That way I can get 4 races done in a stream. Really don't practice much. Qualifying, that's as low as I can get it. Now we go into a season. And unlike some years I've done this, I've kept the track stock, I believe. So let's go into free practice to make sure. Oh yeah, we are good. Ah yes, Phoenix. Not one of the best tracks in Formula 1 history, but at least it's not the original Caesar's Palace car park track in the 80s. Which, oh my. I played a version of that on... What game was it I used? Like... Zeta Corsa. Played a mod of that on Zeta Corsa, and my god, I can understand the drivers not liking that track, because that would have to hurt your neck. Yeah, this track was kind of not that good today because it's a street track in the US where everything's a 90-degree corner pretty much. And unfortunately, it was 1991 was the last time before they brought back the US Grand Prix at Indianapolis that they raced in the US. Now we have 3 races there. We got Miami, we got Austin, and we got the New Vegas track, which ain't too bad. It's grown on me a bit. I'm going to wait and see how I do after Phoenix before I give myself any handicaps, because the way the cars are set up, the player car actually has a bit of a boost to it, so I'm going to be faster than everybody, pretty much. I do want to see how I do with everything here. Because I'll admit, it's kind of funky trying to have the 1991 cars in a row with 2025 levels of horsepower. And since no one has actually made a setup yeah, no one's, like I said, no one's made a setup from 2025 drivers. I'll just use the 2024 base, which is going to be a bit off. But I had tweaked it last year, so Red Bull didn't have so much dominance. Okay, that's practice done with. Now let's qualify. Try to get out here before everybody else so I can get all the clean air. And that's the only non-90-degree corner on this track, and it still sucks. Yeah, in the 80s, they did try and experiment with different races in the U.S. They tried one in Dallas, which did not work because they tried to have a race in Texas on the street circuit that was poorly built in the hottest time of the year. So the track literally fell apart. And drivers passed the hell out trying to finish the race. The track lasted longer, was still a mediocre track. I'm trying to think, there was the other one besides Phoenix. Well, technically the Caesar's Palace race counts, because that was like 1980 and 81. But that track was not a good idea. And me talking while I'm trying to do my qualifying lap isn't a good idea either, apparently, because I lapped a wall. Okay, who is that? Oh, was that Irvine's speared? So I'm definitely doing a second lap so I can actually get a decent qualifying time. Yeah, I doubt a minute 38 is going to be a good time. Yeah, it's already dropping. Of course, I do kind of want a challenge. And the big problem there is I keep kind of too tight and flipping a corner. One that I think is actually invisible. Okay, I'm only second still? What the heck? I'm gonna try one more. Hopefully this one's better. I doubt it's going to be, but... Yeah, that wasn't even any better. So let's roll ourselves into the pits, shall we? I mean, second place isn't too bad. Looks that way I can have a challenge going into the first turn. I got a Mercedes in front of me right now. Forgot to go into the pits. Okay, my teammate's faster than me. I'll take it. Okay, what's accelerated time? Okay, that's not it. Okay, it's just hitting the accelerator. Okay. So let's see what our starting grid is. Hiker got pole. I got second. Then Alonso and Doohan. Bortoletto and Dennis. Norris and Barrichello. Russell and Leclerc. Tsunoda and Stroll. Behrman and Heyer. Giacomelli and Andretti. Ocon and Gasly. Piastri and Bogard. Sainz and Verstappen. Hadjar and Lawson. Hamilton and Antonelli. Okay. Definitely been a little bit wild. But let's drop into the race, shall we? 20 laps of madness. Okay, getting good looks at the cars, which is what I wanted to do. Did I really out-accelerate everybody by that much? Interesting. Even though I kind of weakened the power boost of the player car, I think I'm still a little bit too overpowered. Okay, let's see who's in second, shall we? I'm 3 seconds ahead of my teammate already. I gotta accidentally get myself a McLaren. Pardon me. Like I said, for a game that came out in the early 90s, this still holds up pretty well. Okay, so 6 seconds faster on the second lap, okay. Am I still 3 seconds ahead, or am I more now? Oh. If I'm 10 seconds by the third lap, I'm pitting. Yeah, I gotta remember which buttons I got programmed where. So I had to go into DOSBox and change my, or add some mappings to the controller so I don't have to use everything on the keyboard. Because that would be annoying. I just imagine trying to set this up with my wheel. Yeah, I'm definitely pitting, because that way I can shake it up a bit. Make it more of a fun race for everybody. Okay, now fourth. Third, okay. And hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to catch up. Alright, you see first and second up there, so... See how... That's an Aston Martin. Pretty sure, because I've changed my team colors for this year. I'll show you guys in a moment. If there are 3 green cars on the grid, was not a good idea. Okay, so did my teammate fall behind, or is that... Yeah, I knew better than try to pass there. Or there. Well, I'm going to try on straight, because otherwise I'm going to be clogging a wall here. Oh, I see the orange on him now. So yeah, that's the team colors this year. Add a bit of Trevor Orange, just to be nice. Maybe I can pass him on a straight. There we go. At least I had some traffic for a moment. Yeah, let me go ahead and... Yeah, there's the color scheme for this year. That's supposed to be orange, but it ended up being reddish because of color limitations, I guess. Yeah, if you haven't noticed yet, this track does kind of make me drowsy, because it's nothing. There's no excitement in 90 degrees. Giving it even more speed once my tires warm up. Nice. Only downside is I'm now 5 seconds ahead of my teammate. I'm only halfway through the race. I hate to say this, but I feel like I'm not going to be able to do all 4 races like I traditionally do. I might be done after 3 today. Did I see the first back marker? I think I did. No, I'm hallucinating. Oh no, no I'm not. If that's what I think it is, I better back off. Hold on one moment. Yeah, close enough. It's Giacomelli. I thought it was Andretti. I'm glad I have the indestructible car on. Thank you for catching the spammer, Siri bot. Was that a Cadillac? I don't remember what I picked for the colors. Oh no, it's a Racing Bull. Which I passed like they were standing still. I should have upped their numbers just a bit, to be fair. Okay, what the heck did I just do there? Did I just whack the wall, I guess? Yeah, I just clipped the wall doing way too fast. Yeah, I'm starting to zone out when I race. Not good. I think that's since there's only 3 races a day. Oh, we're having more chaos than I expected on this race. Who just wrecked in front of me? Hajar. Is someone having rough luck in real life, too? He was able to start this first race here. That's still a risky pass point, but better than trying to pass in a turn here. There we go. Last 5 seconds trying to get past Hajar without screwing myself over. Or him. Now I suddenly got a fastest lap again. Nice. Now, when do I find someone who's woefully unprepared? I'm surprised A, I've not lapped anybody, or no, I have lapped people. I'm just surprised I haven't lapped more people, and B, people haven't wrecked out yet. Yeah, I believe that would be one of the ATSs there. Hey, you can get out of fifth gear. This is almost over, though. Yeah, I may want to go back in the files after this and slow my own ass down. Just a smidge. Not quite fastest lap there. Okay, not worth the risk of wrecking here. With 3 laps to go, I don't want to ruin my race with somebody else's. Okay, that's definitely a Haas, and I think a Ferrari. He didn't have enough room to, or time to take care of that pass. Okay, what did I say earlier about not ruining races? Lap 19 or 20, 2 more to go. Let them pass for safety reasons. Trying to be sporting. Last lap of the race. Let's just see how far we can go at the field. Come on now. Not gonna catch any of them until the last moment, so just need to be careful until then. That's race over. Let's see if I can make it back to the pits. Oh, that was not the most exciting race, I will admit. Oh, that was unintended. Well, it wasn't enough to damage her front wing, so that's good. You made it into the pit box before the end. Nice. So let's check the finishing times. Or the finishing times will work. I'm gonna pass like half the field at the end, didn't I? Oh, I left out his Cadillac engines. Oops. So me, my teammate, Alonso, Barrichello, Leclerc, Norris, Andretti actually did pretty good. Piastri, Doohan, Antonelli, Bortoletto, Sonoda, Russell, Bugger, Dennis, Ocon, Stroll, Hamilton. Gasly was first or last one I lapped. Behrman, Hajar, Lawson, Stopping. Oh, I forgot I tweaked him so low. Science. I lapped Giacomelli twice. That's not good. Fastest lap times. Nowhere near track records because I I don't know. Just the cars can't translate the horsepower as well. So let's see where we are at the points first. I got 25, Honker got 18, Alonso 15, Barrichello 10, or Barrichello 12, Claire 10, Norris 8, Andretti 6, Piastri 4, Doohan 2, and Antonelli 1. So, as for constructors, my team 43, Aston Martin 15, Jordan 3rd with 12, along with McLaren. Ferrari's got 10, Alfa Romeo got 6, Alpine got 2, and Mercedes got 1. So continue. Game saved. I'll leave it here while I take my break, leave you guys with some music, and I'll be back in just a moment. And we are back. Hold on a second. We are back. There we go. We already saved the game, so we can continue on to the next race. Interlagos. I thought it was Brazil next. I'm just going to skip straight to qualifying this time. Oops. I've already done goofed. But we're just going to keep going. Maybe qualifying in a crowded track will slow me down enough. Only one way to find out for sure. Okay, here we go. Second one slowly is clear of everybody somehow. I got 5 people in front of me at the moment. I got most of the field in front of me now. It's only because I don't have time in yet. And I'm pretty sure my first time will be within the top 5 at the least. Even with that bobble. I'm gonna do another time, then call it from there. Yep. Lots of it there. To be fair, this track layout's nice, but doesn't really do the circuit justice. That's what they can do in 1991, so... I really wish I'd quit doing that. Even with a scrubbed time like that. What the heck happened between race 1 and 2? Okay, so for this race, we got me, Hamilton second, Antonelli, Russell, Sainz, Hiker, Lance Stroll, Leclerc, Norris, Piastri, Tsunoda, Bortoletto, Hire, Denise, Irvine, Gasly, Andretti, Kirkwood, Barrichello, Alonso, Bergen, Verstappen, Behrman, Ocon, Albon, and Lawson. So straight on to the race. No, heroics into turn one, Hamilton. There we go, much better takeoff. You know what? I really do wonder how this would be. I know I can get DOSBox to work for my wheel. I just need to probably do some funky things with it. Once I get that set up, I think maybe I should change my $50 goal for my Trevor Project stuff, which, since I never remember to mention it, I'm still raising for Trevor Project. And I'm going to be until I at least reach my $100 goal. Maybe for $50, I'll do a full race Monaco on this with the wheel, because my $100 goal is due to an F124. Oop, forgot to refocus my window. Hold on, there we go. Didn't want the mouse pointer on the screen. Hamilton. At least I got what I wanted, in a way. This is the Interlagos that gets everybody every time. Yeah, it was not going to be a good attempt at a pass. Neither is this. Now that was kind of funky. And the T breaks over Ferrari. catching up to him ever so slightly. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'm definitely only gonna do 3 races a day. I'm feeling myself drift a bit. Damn it, Lewis, quit trying to channel your inner Senna. There was no gap there. Why do I keep going off the track on this one? But at least I can. Now, 8 seconds behind Hamilton, which is good. Also surprising with how far off the track I went. Lap 10 I might go in, depending on what the gap is. I'm really fully paying attention to that curve, I guess. I made that more exciting than it needed to be. Yeah, road hypnosis is getting to me today, it seems. Oh, that was insanely stupid. But we made it work somehow. Let's do it now. Just get it out of the way. Oop. At least I recovered it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be going into the pits. Forgot for a moment. Oh, now I've given myself a challenge. I gotta come back from 8th and probably through a lot of lap traffic. Okay, so Andretti's 2 seconds behind. I saw somebody. Ooh, that was close. Here comes the traffic. Well, so much for that. You know what? I'll take it. After once, I interrupted the stroll. What's I get? 7 laps. Gentlemen? On the bright side, at least I'm in the points. Am I gonna get back to the top in 6 laps? Not the way I'm racing. Okay, that sucked. Who chopped me? Leclerc? Yeah, it was Leclerc. First Red Bull I've seen in a while. Okay, so 5 laps to catch up. As long as I don't do anything catastrophically stupid, I might be able to do it. Calm down, Mario. I thought I was tackling for stop, and it was just Nona. Uncharacteristically aggressive of him. Yeah, that was safer. So I got 3 seconds to my teammate. I don't know what it is about that curve, but it keeps getting me. I wasn't even paying attention there. My apologies. Slot in here. Try to focus. And at least get the podium. That's the biggest thing. Okay, that's 4th. So I got one more lap to see if I can actually get back on podium. Yep, I'm on podium now. Once I can keep holding it. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to get first, no matter how hard I try, but I'm still going to try. Yeah, I got 6 seconds to catch that Ferrari, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Please get your Sauber out of my way. Yeah, I'm not gonna catch Hamilton. Not too bad of handiwork, though. That race is done, thankfully. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm not even going to make back in the pits in time, but whatever. I'll take second, not too bad. Ow. This Hamilton, me, Russell, Piastri, Sainz, Hager, Andretti, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Alonso, Stoll, Norris, Denise, Kirkwood, Irvine, Behrman, Heyer, Gasly, Verstappen, Barrichello, Antonelli, Albon, Portoletto, Ocon, Bogard, and Lawson. See how good my lap times are. Nowhere near as good. See how many points we scored for that. Hamilton got 25, I got 18, Russell 15, Piastri 12, Sainz 10, Hiker 8, Henry 6, Tsunoda 4, Clear 2, and Alonso 1. So 2 races down. Actually, let's do constructors first. Ferrari got 27, we got 26, Mercedes 15, McLaren 12, Williams 10, Alpha 6, Red Bull 4, and Honda 1, or Aston Martin 1, sorry. Pardon me. So after 2 races, I'm still in first with 43, then it's Hiker 26, Hamilton 25, Alonso and Piastri with 16, Russell with 15, Barrichello, Leclerc, and Andretti all with 12, Sainz with 10, Norris with 8, Tsunoda with 4, Doohan with 2, and Antonelli with 1. For constructors' points, we got me with 69, nice. Ferrari with 37, 24 from McLaren, Aston Martin and Mercedes both have 16, Jordan and Alpha both have 12, Williams has 10, Red Bull 4, Alpine with 2. So that's another race save. Now, before we go to the third and final race of the day, I'm going to take another break. Leave you guys and add some music, and I'll be right back. And we are back once again. Hold on a second. There we go. I forget where we're next. Oh, Imola. Oh god, I hope I don't fall asleep on this one. This could be bad. Let's just go ahead and go straight to qualifying again. Let's see if I can do this one okay in my current condition. And so many changes to this track in the name of safety. When we get to this one in F124, you'll see a lot of differences. Like, this chicane, I think, is gone. Luckily, this is only the outlap, because that's what would really screw me over. Remember, one of the design changes they made over the years is that back straight, where that chicane's not there anymore. And it's definitely not going to race the same one I do in F124. Like I said, lots of changes to the track over the years. There we go, that one was smooth. That, not so much. Kind of hopped the curb there. I'm gonna bust a second lap out just to see how well I can do. Alright now. I did it again. What the hell, me? Oops, wrong button. There we go. Need to map that to my controller as well. Beat me. Okay, so we got me, Carlos Sainz, Behrman, Stroll, Ocon, Andretti, Norris, Eicher, Piastri, Hamilton, Antonelli, Barrichello, Borgid, Heyer, Albon, Alonso, Leclerc, Hulkenberg, Bortoleto, Hajar, Tsunoda, Denise, Gasly, Irvine, Doohan, Russell. And time to race it out. I will rev my engine before I take off this time, see if that does me any good. Take off. And it does. There's really no straight to speak of there. Go ahead and get my pit stop out of the way. Place the pair of tires. Play catch up with the entire field. And see what the hell happens. I'm sure everyone's wondering what the hell is he doing. I'm making it interesting is what I'm doing. So I got 14 laps to catch the entire field. Although there really isn't a good straightaway on this track. Well, that wasn't nice. So, 2 positions, 3 positions. 4. The only more I can overtake is the trick. There are no stewards on this race. I do want to try to make it clean. I try to make it clean. So far, it's at least being interesting, I'll give it that. A little bit too much NASCAR for my liking, but thank you for the bump. Yeah, there are no good places to pass here. Wow, that was daring of me. Trying not to run anybody over. I'm actually doing better than I thought I would from starting dead last. My goal is just to get myself into points. Winning would be nice, of course. I don't like my odds of actually winning. There we go, 13. Careful. flying into that. It's worth a try, though. Sorry, Otis, didn't mean to bump into you like that. Okay, halfway through the race, and then halfway through the pack. Well, I'm starting points, that's good. The minor positive is I get a bit of clean air now. Let's keep it forward and not worry about bumping anybody for a moment. Much better time now that I have clean air. About 7 seconds up to Barrichello. I feel like I'm going to be able to eat into pretty quickly. Said pretty quickly. So my teammate got a minute 33, so I should be able to get that. Minute 44. I'm in the points, baby. I'm out of the points. Bloody hell, why was I so aggressive? I got no chance passing him right now. It's gotta wait till I get past the finish line. Back in the top 10. Couple more laps to go, see how far I can get. Whoops. Accidentally hit escape because I got marked left thumb. I'll have to change that. Back to 11th. I'll take that. I should at least aim 10, unless I screw up again. Where Shrek is getting 2 tenths again. You know, again, I'm on the straight, so... Or not. Come on, Fernando. Thank you for letting me through. I want a challenge, but I'm doing it in the dumbest way. Sorry, you are no. Sorry, Ravens. You need to quit being so greedy. Ooh. Where's replay? Okay, did I cause this? Because I can't really tell where on the track it is. I didn't put... Did I put it on? I think I did. Whoops. Yeesh. I probably caused that, unfortunately. Okay, 7th with 1 lap to go. I'm going to cause another incident. Okay, 6th with 1 lap to go. I'm not getting a podium this time, I can already tell. Can at least get 5th. Nope. Sixth is... That was not my best race, I'll be honest. Seems the kind of place where you can try to do my last the first bit. But at least the race is over now. So it's Hiker, Stroll, Norris, Piastri, Antonelli, me, Sainz, Barrichello, Andretti, Alonso, Irvine, Leclerc, Hamilton, Doohan, Gasly. Barron was first lapped. Sonoda, Albon, Portoletto, Heyer, Hulkenberg, Denise, and Hadjar. And unfortunately, those three, Booker, Ocon, and Russell, did not finish. Well, how did Lando get such a fast time? Nothing would have been on pace anyway. Points for that race. Hiker got 25, Stroll 18, Norris 15, Piastri 12, Antonelli 10, me 8, Sainz 6, Barrichello 4, Andretti 2, and Alonso 1. Instructor-wise, we got 33, McLaren 27, Aston Martin 19, Mercedes 10, Williams 6, Jordan 4, Alpha 2. So far, after round 3, me and Hiker are tied for the lead, with third being Piastri and Hamilton with 23, or Hamilton 25, Orlando with 23, Stroll with 18, Alonso with 17, Barrichello and Sainz with 16, Russell with 15, Andretti with 14, Leclerc with 12, Antonelli with 11, and drops off to Tsunoda with 4, and dead last is Doohan. Team-wise, Russell in the lead with 102, McLaren second with 51, Ferrari with 37, Aston Martin 35, Mercedes has 26, Jordan and Williams are tied with 16, Alpha's got 14, Red Bull's got 4, Alpine's got 2. Save it here. And that's where I'm going to call the racing for the week, for today. I'll be back Thursday. Do 3, maybe even 4 more. I'm going to exit out here properly before I continue. Because I don't want my DOS box to go weird. Which would not surprise me if it did. Like I've been having recently. Let's see. Let's see who we have going right now. Might take me a moment, I do apologize. I think we'll go to Balrog. They're doing a bit of randomized Dark Souls. See how they're doing. Looks like they're mildly on fire at the moment. But yeah, right into them. Like I said, I will be back Thursday. But until then, you have yourselves a great day. And enjoy Balrog.